Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Denison Yachting, and today I want to do a quick video on what in my opinion makes a good crude yacht catamaran for charter. Doing a series of blog posts on the Denison site regarding buying a yacht to place in a crude yacht charter, and also kind of doing a accompanying it with a video series. So anyways, the first tip in buying a crude yacht catamaran for charter is to know your market. Now that sounds like a really basic, stupid comment, but you'd be surprised how many people actually get that basic concept wrong. Are you looking at doing luxury charters? Are you looking at doing value-based charters? Are you looking at doing dive charters? I mean, what kind of charter are you looking at doing with your catamaran? Depending on what you're looking at doing will really help determine what type of boat you're going after, or what kind of boat you should buy to put into charter. Kind of the general rule of thumb in buying a catamaran to put in charter is the saying heads in beds. The idea behind that, or the meaning behind that, is the more paying guests you can fit on your boat, the more desirable it becomes for charter, and the more of a premium you can charge for that boat. So, can you buy a 3-cabin owner's version catamaran and put it in a crude yacht charter and do well? The answer to that is yes, although you are limiting yourself to really 4-pack charters or 4-passenger charters. Whereas if you get a 4-cabin, 5-cabin, or even a 6-cabin boat, you've increased the number of guests that you can put on the boat, which from a chartering standpoint makes it a lot more desirable to a lot of consumers. So the more heads that you can put in those beds, the better off you are for charter. A number of kind of required items that I think all crude yacht catamarans need to have are kind of below. Now these aren't required. A lot of boats do charter without these things. These are just a number of things that the most successful boats have, and what I strongly encourage my clients to have as well. So the first thing is a water maker. I mean, that's a given. You need to have a water maker if you're on a crude yacht catamaran. Surprisingly, some boats don't do that. Now, when you're out cruising, the idea of conserving water is pretty normal. Everybody works on conserving water. The reality is, when you're on a crude yacht charter, your guests a lot of the times aren't boating or sailors, so the idea of conserving water just doesn't work for them. So you need to have a high output water maker, at least 40-50 gallons an hour, to keep up with the use. That'll also allow you to use freshwater heads, which cuts down significantly on the smell of a head on a boat, and just makes your client's experience that much better. The next thing that's really, really important to have are water toys on the boat. There's almost a little bit of like an arms race going on in the crude catamaran space, where everybody's trying to outdo each other. It's really important to have a nice floating island, some floaty toys, a couple of stand-up paddle boards, 2-person kayak, snorkel equipment. If you're a dive boat, obviously having nice dive equipment is important, but you've got to have great toys on your boat to make it appealing to the end user, to your charter guests. Another really, really important thing, and for me personally, this is just important on any crude catamaran or any charter catamaran or any catamaran for that matter, is a really good tender. I mean, the tender works as your mode of transportation. It's how you get your guests ashore, how you get them to customs and immigration, how you take them snorkeling, wakeboarding, water skiing, pulling them behind a tube. I mean, it's absolutely critical to have a good tender. I think at least a 13-foot with a 40 horsepower outboard is kind of the minimum. If you can do larger, then I definitely recommend doing larger. The next thing is kind of your connectivity and your entertainment system on the boat. Now, while a lot of people go on these vacations because they want to disconnect from the day-to-day rigors of life, it is important for them to have some type of connectivity. So that means having internet on the boat, having a means to communicate with family, friends, co-workers, employees back home. I mean, who doesn't love going on a badass vacation and sharing photos of that on either Instagram or Facebook to make all their friends jealous? So connectivity is a really, really big thing on a crude catamaran. Another really big thing is having a good entertainment system as well too. So not only the normal underwater lights, good stereo on the boat, but having a movie network on the boat where either the guests can use an Apple TV to watch things down in the cabin, or connect their own individual devices to the network to stream videos off. Also on family charters, having a good movie collection usually leads to, one of the nights after a long day of snorkeling, being at the beach. A lot of families will actually do you know, movie night, either in the salon, or a lot of boats have added projectors so they can do you know, movies in the cockpit. So that's really important. And then, you know, I probably should have let off with this one, but layout is really important too. I mean, are the berths, are they walk around berths? Are they you know, do you have to climb over to get to, you know, climb over each other to get in and out of bed? You know, that's really, really important in a charter boat. Also, are the heads dry heads or wet heads, in terms is the shower a separate compartment, or is it all part of the same compartment? Also, you know, does the boat have a fly bridge? What is the cockpit like? What is the salon like? The layout is absolutely critical for a crude yacht catamaran for charter. So those are just a couple of quick points. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions on buying a catamaran to put into charter and you're just not sure the steps of going about doing that, you know, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. So as always, if you like what I have to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks, and have a good day.